It's time for Sleepy Time Spooky Grandma, everyone.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Anna has been out for a long time. She was the first hero to be released after, the release of Overwatch, so you'd think I'd have played her a lot more by now, but no. I've been too busy sniffing up Mercy's ass to pay attention to any other support characters. Now, admittedly, I did try to play Anna back when she first came out, and I gotta admit, I absolutely hated playing her. With a burning passion. I'm not the best at snipers in Overwatch, so I had a hard time getting into her, partially because I figured, oh, hey, it's a sniper character, I should always be in scope, right? Turns out I was fucking wrong, and that's a damn shame, because if I'd have known how much I love Anna now, back then, I would have been better at her now, instead of being so inept at her that I could put a guinea pig on the keyboard and it would probably do better than me playing by myself. That being said, I've noticed that I tend to absolutely fall in love with characters that I originally hated, and end up not liking to play the characters that I used to absolutely love. For example, I used to hate Mercy and Anna, and now I love them. I used to love playing as Pharah and Soldier, and now I can't play them for the life of me. I think it's more so that I'm starting to accept that I suck at damage dealers, and should stay as a support tank main. What was I talking about? Oh, right, Anna. Anna is an interesting character. Her story is that she's an angry grandma with a sniper rifle that heals her allies and fucks with her enemies. It's actually pretty cool if you ask me, and I wish there was a way to actually put biotic bullets into a sniper rifle that know how to heal allies and hurt enemies. It's fucking awesome. Anna is one of the best characters purely because she allows me to take out all of my aggression for my teammates on my teammates. If you've ever been a support main, you know how absolutely annoying it can be to just have teammates in the first place. They're always yelling about, ooh, I need healing, I'm down 2 health points, my life is pointless, let me just jump into the Ilios well, blah! When you're playing as Mercy, it honestly feels like you're gently placing a bandage on their wee little boo-boos and kissing it better. Truly, Mercy is the mama bear that just jumps in and saves her kids from all the danger and trouble of the world. And this is a problem considering that support mains and Mercy mains specifically, that have been doing it for longer than a few days, tend to be the most angry people in Overwatch. That's where Anna comes in. When your teammates start pissing you off, you just switch on over to Anna and heal with that instead, because when they start annoying you, instead of just being pissed off of screen and not having any way to take out that aggression, you can passively-aggressively shoot them in the ass with healing darts and imagine that you're shooting them. It's pretty great. She's the grandma that loves to give out candy but isn't afraid to put you in your place when you fuck up. So what does Anna actually do? I hear you ask, my wonderful viewers that sound suspiciously like me. Well, she does a lot. She's a healer, of course, so she heals. Pretty self-explanatory. But it's her kit that makes her special. Unlike other healers that heal using a beam or music or balls, we have 2 healers that heal with balls, and honestly, I'm wondering if maybe Blizz has some weird fascination with balls. Anyway, instead of healing with any of those, she heals with a sniper rifle. According to her story, she stole Mercy's work, modified it, and went from there, but I think the reality of it was someone at Blizzard went, hey, you know what would be cool? Let's take an old lady, give her a sniper rifle, and make her shoot people to make them feel better. And everyone just went along with it. I'm glad that they did, honestly. Her base fire is her biotic rifle, which heals at a rate of 75 health for about maybe a second, and damages at a rate of 70 health for the same amount of time. Now, here's the interesting thing. She's both a base hero and a hit scan hero. When you're firing from the hip, her shots are a linear projectile, which means that you have to account for where the target is going to be if you want to be effective. But when she's scoped, she's a hit scan, meaning that as soon as you click, that bullet hits where you were aiming. With the disadvantage of leaving a trail similar to Widowmakers that basically acts as a beacon to tell everyone where the hell you are. It's pretty interesting and adds a good amount of strategy to the character. Are you near everyone and don't need to be precise? Well, fire from the hip and you'll be fine. Do you need to shoot that Genji that just won't stand still? Fire down the scope. Now, the most important thing to know about Anna is that her shots will fire through full health allies and not affect them. So you don't have to worry about that, but it will be stopped by things like shields, so you gotta watch out for that. That means Winston is one of your worst enemies because he will stop all healing you can do unless you are literally inside his shield. And I can tell you from experience, that's not a place you want to be. Her shift is her sleep dart, which is one of the coolest abilities of her kit. She pulls out a smaller pistol from its holster and fires it in a straight line. When it hits, it causes enemies to just pass the fuck out for a bit and take a nap. It supposedly lasts for 5.5 seconds, but I'll tell you right now that when you're the one being hit by this, it feels like a hell of a lot longer. Unless an enemy is stupid enough to hit you, and then it's go time. I really wish there was an emote where you put down a pillow for the enemy, or maybe a stuffed animal. Regardless, we have to sort of settle for just spraying candy all over the enemy when you sleep them, if you want to BM them just a little bit. This ability in particular is great for survivability if you happen to have it up. Throw your grenade down and then sleep the enemy and run the hell away. If you do it right, you should get out pretty fast. The problem with this is, as I said earlier, if someone hits the person you slept, then they are no longer sleeping. It makes sense. I tend to wake up pretty fucking fast when someone hits me with bullets in the face. So as Anna, if you see a Bob or maybe an ulting Winston, your first response is going to be to hit him with a sleeping dart. Throw some candy, then get the hell out of there. Problem with this is that 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some Weisenheimer think he's all tough shit, and he's going to be the one to take down the Winston and or Bob. And when that Winston wakes up, he's going to remember who it was that slept him, and eat your ass like Anna eats Werther's Originals. The advantage of this, of course, is that it's a super easy ability to land. So if you miss any of your shots, honestly, what are you doing playing Anna? Get off her right now. I mean, look at all these easy shots that I make on a regular basis. Jesus, her kit is extensive. We're on the 3rd ability and we haven't gotten to the ultimate yet. I feel like at this point I'd be talking about the stupid shit for the character in any other video. Whatever. Her E is a biotic grenade because Blizzard couldn't figure out any other way to make a healing grenade make sense than to throw biotic in front of it. The grenade is pretty self-explanatory. You throw the grenade, it breaks, dealing some damage to enemies upon impact, heals allies for 100 health, boosting further healing by 50%, and blocking enemy healing at the same time. This lasts for about 4 seconds, but again it feels like a lot longer when it's happening to you. So the interesting thing about this ability is that for allies it increases healing for all other sources. That includes medpacks. So it's beneficial to use this when you can get that initial boost of healing and possibly save someone's life. Additionally, when it hits enemies, it will block all incoming damage. The only exception to this, I think, is May's Ice Block, but even that I'm pretty sure is in fact affected by the grenade. I need to call Blame the Controller and see if they've done Overwatch Mythbusters on it. Finally, her ult. The Nano Boost, or should I say the Nano Boostio? This ult is the intro for a lot of different memes because it is so easy to accidentally hit your fellow support or literally anyone other than who you actually want to hit it with. Now it is a hit scan ult, so the second you hit that Q on your target, they're going to immediately get the benefits of the ultimate. What are the benefits? Well, for starters, there's the 300 health points regenerated immediately, which is absolutely astounding. It boosts the boosted target's damage by 50%, reduces damage by 50%, and lasts for 8 seconds. It's one of the cooler ults that's in the game. It's basically a, go get him, Boo Bear, I got your back, don't worry. And you get to sit back and reap all the benefits as your Reinhardt goes absolutely apeshit on an enemy. The Nano Boost can be used to either boost an ally's ultimate, help an ally charge their ultimate, or save their ass from sure death. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've noticed an ally doing some work but about to die. I throw that ult to watch them get a few decent kills off that let us win the game. Honestly, you probably should save your Nano for a good ult combo, like with Genji's Dragon Blade, but if you wanted to know that, you could have looked at TGN or some other professional Overwatch guide. If you want my honest advice, every round is different, and every situation is varied. Use it as you see fit, not as everyone tells you to use it. Now, as you all know, my favorite feature of Overwatch is the skins and emotes. Anna has some pretty good emotes, skins, and sprays in her arsenal, which make her one of the cooler characters, in my opinion. Whereas the other characters have things like a shrug, or whatever the hell this is. Seriously, what the fuck is Soldier doing? Apparently it's based off of a Team Fortress 2 engineer taunt. Anyway, Anna has a lot of really sweet emotes and quality of life things. My favorite by far is her Protector emote. It's a really sweet look into her backstory and how much she's been truly watching over Farah, even if her daughter thought she was dead for the past who knows how long. From there, the rest of her emotes are pretty priceless. From her disapproving emote, which perfectly captures that look your mom gives you when she finds out you've got into the cookies again, to her candy emote, which is just excellent to do on an enemy you just slept, provided you have time to do it. Of course, her dance emote is pretty great. Apparently, it's based off of Egyptian Saidi belly dancing. God, I hope I said that right. Which is really cool. I know everyone else has made the tabbing joke, which I can definitely see why, but I kind of like its actual origins better. And for every character, there are skins to make those rounds of yours even better, because then you can flex while looking like just about anything in the world. For Anna, I have to say there are 3 skins that I absolutely love. You've got her Captain Amari skin, which is great for obvious reasons. It's wonderful to be able to see Anna as she was when she was younger, the second in command for Overwatch and definitely in her prime. Out of these base skins, this is the best by far. Then you have her Ghoul skin, which is just creepy as hell. I'll tell you right now, when someone's using the skin and just happens to get play of the game, and they have the shh highlight intro on, it just sends shivers up my spine. The final skin, and by far my favorite, is the Snow Owl skin. If you can't figure out why this is my favorite, then I have to ask a few questions about your perception. Not only is this by far the cutest skin in the entire game, but it also points out that Ana, even with only one eye, has amazingly good and precise eyesight. You don't think they just gave this to her because it was awesome, did you? No. This skin was given to show how much of a true predator Ana is, and I don't think they could come out with any skin that's better than the one right... Wait, what the fuck? Oh shit, it's Bastard! So as of the week I'm writing this, Blizzard gave us an awesome new story for Ana and Jack that dived more into their backstory, and in it we see Ana in her Bastard skin. I don't know about everyone else, but I was sitting here making all sorts of grabby hands and begging for it for literally 2 days before they released the event we're in right now. So if you're lucky enough to be able to play during the time that it was released, all you have to do is play 9 games and win them. Then boom! You get a character portrait at 3, a new victory pose at 6, and the Bastard skin at 9. So, of course, you could probably guess what I did for about 9 hours after I found out about this. But I have the skin now, so that's good. I think, honestly, this is one of the coolest skins that Overwatch has ever released. Some awesome backstory, and the skin itself looks amazing, and it just... jeez. I don't know how to put into words how much I fucking love this skin. It's so good. Just look at my little sand cat grandma. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like it. And if you guys want more of these how-to character videos, let me know and I'll be happy to make them. I've still got Mercy's written up on my computer. So, maybe someday I'll actually make it.